When we look up at the stars, we're gazing at an incomprehensibly vast cosmic ocean containing trillions of worlds. With over 200 billion galaxies in the observable universe, each harboring hundreds of billions of stars, the question isn't whether aliens exist, but rather what forms they might take. Throughout human history, we've documented countless encounters and developed theories about extraterrestrial visitors. From ancient astronaut theories to modern UFO sightings, humanity has long wondered about our cosmic neighbors. Let's explore both the aliens reported in popular culture and UFO lore, as well as the scientifically plausible life forms that could inhabit distant worlds.
The Greys, the most iconic visitors. Perhaps no alien species is more recognizable than the Greys. These beings, characterized by their small stature, large heads, enormous black almond-shaped eyes, and gray skin, dominate abduction reports and popular culture. Witnesses describe them as standing between 3 and 5 feet tall, with thin, fragile-looking bodies and long, delicate fingers. According to UFO researchers and alleged contactees, the Greys reportedly come from the Zeta Reticuli star system, located about 39 light-years from Earth. Reports suggest they're a highly advanced civilization with sophisticated technology, particularly in the fields of genetic engineering and interstellar travel. Many abduction accounts describe the Greys as scientific observers conducting medical examinations and genetic experiments on human subjects. The most commonly reported types include the shorter worker Greys, standing around 3 to 4 feet tall, and the taller Greys, reaching 5 feet or more, who appear to hold leadership roles. Their enormous eyes, which lack visible pupils or irises, supposedly allow them to see across multiple light spectrums. Some researchers theorize that the Greys are actually biological robots or engineered servants created by another, more advanced species.
The Reptilians, ancient Earth dwellers. Reptilian aliens, or reptoids, represent one of the most controversial species in UFO lore. Described as humanoid beings with reptilian features, scaly green or brown skin, vertical slit pupils, and sometimes tails, these entities allegedly have a long and complex relationship with Earth. Some theories suggest they're native to Earth, having evolved from dinosaurs millions of years ago and now living in underground caverns or underwater bases. According to various accounts, reptilians stand between 6 and 8 feet tall, possess great physical strength, and advanced telepathic abilities. The most elaborate theories claim they come from the Alpha Draconis star system, hence their alternative name, Draconians. Some researchers believe they've infiltrated human society through shape-shifting abilities, positioning themselves in positions of power throughout history. Reports describe different castes within reptilian society, from warrior classes to royal bloodlines. Their alleged agenda varies depending on the source. Some claim they're benevolent protectors of Earth, while others suggest they're manipulating humanity for their own purposes. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, reptilian accounts persist across cultures worldwide, with some connecting them to ancient serpent deities found in mythologies from Mesopotamia to Mesoamerica. In stark contrast to the often fearsome reptilians, the Pleiadians are generally described as benevolent,
beautiful humanoid beings who closely resemble humans. Also called the Nordic aliens due to their typically blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair skin, Pleiadians supposedly originate from planets orbiting stars in the Pleiades cluster, approximately 440 light-years from Earth. Contactees describe Pleiadians as tall, usually between 6 and 7 feet, with perfect physical proportions and an almost ethereal quality. Unlike the clinical Greys, Pleiadians allegedly communicate with humans out of spiritual concern, warning about nuclear weapons, environmental destruction, and the need for humanity to evolve consciousness. They're often portrayed as enlightened beings who've transcended war and disease, living in harmony with nature and cosmic law. According to believers, Pleiadians have been visiting Earth for thousands of years, subtly guiding human evolution and occasionally intervening to prevent catastrophic events. Some claim there are distant ancestors having seeded life on Earth in the remote past. Their technology supposedly operates on principles of light and consciousness, allowing them to travel between dimensions as easily as between star systems.
The Arcturians, spiritual guides. Arcturians are described as highly evolved beings from the Arcturus star system, located about 37 light-years from Earth in the constellation Boötes. Unlike the physical Greys or reptilians, Arcturians are often portrayed as primarily spiritual or energetic entities, though some reports describe them as having physical forms ranging from 3 to 5 feet tall, with blue or green skin and large heads. These beings are considered among the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy, having allegedly transcended many physical limitations through spiritual and technological evolution. Contactees claim Arcturians serve as healers and spiritual teachers, working to raise human consciousness and assist in Earth's transition to a higher dimensional state. They supposedly possess profound knowledge of sacred geometry, energy healing, and the fundamental nature of reality itself.
Scientifically plausible alien types. Beyond reported encounters, scientists have theorized about life forms that could exist based on our understanding of biology, chemistry, and planetary science. These possibilities are grounded in empirical evidence and the known laws of physics. Silicon-based life forms represent one fascinating possibility. While all Earth life uses carbon as its foundation, silicon shares similar bonding properties and could theoretically support complex biochemistry. Such aliens might thrive on high-temperature worlds where carbon-based life would instantly perish, metabolizing silicon dioxide and excreting crystalline waste products. Their bodies might resemble animate stone, moving slowly but possessing incredible durability. Aquatic intelligences could evolve on ocean worlds like Jupiter's Europa or Saturn's Enceladus, where vast subsurface seas exist beneath icy crusts. These beings would never see sunlight, instead thriving around hydrothermal vents. Without access to fire or metallurgy, their technology would follow radically different paths, perhaps mastering bioengineering to grow their tools and structures, or developing sophisticated acoustic technologies. They might possess bioluminescent bodies, electroreception, and the ability to sense pressure changes across vast distances. Gas giant dwellers present another intriguing possibility. In the dense, layered atmospheres of planets like Jupiter, life forms could float like living dirigibles, feeding on organic compounds produced by lightning storms.
These aerial beings might span hundreds of meters, drifting through clouds of methane and ammonia, completely unfamiliar with the concept of solid ground. Their civilization would exist in 3 dimensions, with social structures and architecture unlike anything terrestrial. Collective intelligences or hive minds might evolve where individual organisms possess minimal consciousness, but together form a unified superintelligence through chemical, electromagnetic, or even quantum connections. Such beings would have no concept of individual identity, existing as distributed networks across entire planets or solar systems. Energy-based entities represent the most speculative possibility. Life forms existing as organized patterns of electromagnetic energy or plasma, perhaps inhabiting stellar cores or existing in dimensions beyond our perception. These beings might view physical matter as we view empty space, operating on principles entirely foreign to conventional physics.
The famous Drake equation attempts to estimate the number of communicative civilizations in our galaxy by considering factors like star formation rates, planetary abundance, and the emergence of intelligence. Even conservative estimates suggest thousands of alien civilizations could exist in the Milky Way alone. With recent discoveries of thousands of exoplanets, including many inhabitable zones where liquid water could exist, the statistical probability of alien life becomes overwhelming. Conclusion: an open universe. Whether we consider the Greys of Zeta Reticuli, the reptilians of Alpha Draconis, the benevolent Pleiadians, or the theoretical silicon-based life forms on distant super-Earths, one thing remains clear. The universe is far too vast and diverse for Earth to be the only cradle of life. Each star system presents unique conditions that could sculpt life in ways we're only beginning to imagine. As our technology advances and our understanding deepens, we may discover that the truth about alien life is stranger and more wonderful than either our scientific theories or our most elaborate contact stories ever suggested. The cosmos awaits, filled with possibilities that challenge our every assumption about life, intelligence, and our place in this magnificent universe.